Welcome back to BLOCKTV, and it's time now for Blockheads, where every day we round up the top stories from around the cryptosphere. To run us through today's top headlines, we're joined by our very own Whitney Deal. So Whitney, what's the deal?
Coindesk reports hackers steal $40.7 million in Bitcoin from crypto exchange Binance, while Coindesk continues with security-related reports with Homeland Security warns bots are exploiting decentralized crypto exchanges. Bitcoinist informs Binance survey reveals 65% would donate to anti-Craig Wright legal fund. And Cointelegraph details Consensys announces major restructuring as longtime executive Kavita Gupta steps down.
All right, Whitney, and now obviously the big story on everyone's lips today, that massive hack of the Binance exchange.
Yeah, they did not have a good day yesterday. Hackers stole more than 7,000 Bitcoin from them in a large-scale security breach by gaining access to user API keys, two-factor authentication codes, and other info, according to CZ. As a result, they were able to withdraw roughly $41 million worth of Bitcoin from the exchange. According to a statement released by Binance, the breach only impacted Binance's hot wallet, which contains roughly 2% of the exchange's total Bitcoin holdings. CZ assured that, quote, all our other wallets are secure and unharmed, noting that the hackers executed the transaction that was structured in a way that passed existing security checks. Binance will conduct a thorough security review encompassing its systems and data during the next week, and will use its secure asset fund for users to cover the loss, which won't impact users. Markets reacted with prices of Bitcoin dropping $290 alongside most other cryptocurrencies. However, the drop may not directly correlate with the hack, as there are other things going on in the market.
Certainly, it's a complex space right now and something we'll need to watch closely, but not the only security concern being detailed at the moment.
Yeah, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security has warned that arbitrage bots are exploiting inefficiencies in decentralized exchanges, citing recent research from Cornell Tech such cryptocurrency platforms are being used by predatory users to profit from everyday trades, siphoning millions or possibly billions of dollars a year in cryptocurrency. The researchers spent 18 months tracking trades on 6 unnamed decentralized exchanges and found bots were exploiting the time delays on these exchanges to make trades faster than is possible by human users. Philip Dion, a doctoral student and author in the study, said that in a traditional system, users have a broker or someone they trust to trade through, while in a decentralized system, the broker is replaced by blockchain tech, which can fall victim to manipulation. Diane notes that miners have a tremendous amount of power and can make the entire system vulnerable. However, to do so, miners would need to control the majority of a blockchain network's hashing power, which is quite pricey. However, that doesn't seem too much of a deterrent, as such attacks have become more prevalent within the last year.
Certainly interesting to see how those attackers can bring down the system, but hopefully we'll keep it all going because Binance is still in the news, has more to say.
In a survey, CZ asked followers whether they would back his plan to use the blockchain to create a fund for legal fees and associated costs brought about by the one and only Craig Wright. As we know, Craig Wright alleges that he is the entity behind the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto and has recently begun suing those who disagree with him on social media. Because Wright is becoming litigation happy, CZ is concerned that Wright is picking on individuals who might not be able to cover their legal fees. The survey was posted in a tweet from CZ and states, CSW is picking on the people who have a hard time fronting their legal fees. How about we do a Binance BCF charity program to raise money from the community for legal fees for anyone CSW sues? At press time, 65% of responders said that they would donate, while 35% voted to let CSW continue to bully people. Lightning Torch creator Hodlanot became Wright's first victim and ultimately resulted in CZ delisting BSV from Binance, with other exchanges following suit. Binance Charity Foundation contributions would help those in need, and contributions would ultimately return to donors should Wright lose the multiple lawsuits. There's around 5 hours left to vote on the survey, if you're interested.
Certainly, so we'll have to see if Craig Wright stays in the news or becomes lost to history. And now, onto another story affecting one of the main, few but impactful females working in the crypto sphere.
I'm really sad to hear this, but it's big news from New York firm Consensys on the eve of blockchain's biggest conference, one of blockchain's biggest conferences, also named Consensys. However, no direct relation. They are restructuring as they seek $200 million in funding and will no longer have founding partner Kavita Gupta at its helm. To continue to scale investment activities, Consensys will consolidate systems and operations to improve efficiency and portfolio management. Consensys founder Joseph Lubin commented in a press release, "As the market matures and grows, we are redesigning our investment activities to reflect our learnings and establish best practices." As upsetting as it is to see one of the industry's female titans step down, Gupta, who has been with Consensys since inception, will stay on in an advisory role. Executives remain upbeat about the future as 2019 looks set to reverse some of the losses suffered throughout the previous year. Ron Garrett, Consensys Lab managing partner, released in a statement, "We are at an incredibly exciting inflection point in our ecosystem. We are seeing many successful founders from the Web 2.0 era turning to Ethereum and choosing to partner with Consensys as they look to build their next ventures."
Certainly, Whitney will have to see what comes out of that Consensys conference, and of course, BLOCKTV will be sending an expanded delegation there, so we'll be covering all the major announcements that come from that. All right, I want to thank our Whitney Deal for giving us all the latest news and headlines. Please reach out to us on social media, tell us what you think of the big stories of the day, and don't forget to follow us at our website at blocktv.com. I'm Asher Westrop Evans. Thanks for watching.